EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Troy Anderson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now a first carry for their fullback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. In trouble, and he's taken down. Troy Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time. And that was also a big-time throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to draw that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
The 3 points not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 10 yards out. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Parsons. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, they'll run it here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10. 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on third and long following the sack. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, then this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray from midfield. They complete it to Hill. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin, 39 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw hauled in by Washington. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They run it with Benjamin.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Murray now to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they have him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know they're be. Just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 2nd down and goal. Murray toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Nico Hardman from 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Ready, set.
He'll look to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll start by running the option to the right. 20! And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the ground, Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Looks good on the extra point, and the lead up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 31.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
He's going to take another shot here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after here coming up. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They'll drop to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. This playoff.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans!
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Quez Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15.
Falcons 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch. Later, 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first down 10.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here we go. Right, 7-7. Green jack.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's put a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed on to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. What's good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go in.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now back to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the run is Benjamin.
Room here to run.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They'll run again with Benjamin.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner.